Child labor. To the Haitians, Restavex, an epidemic spreading throughout third world countries everywhere. It continues to threaten the small island with fear, dread, and trepidation. Over 300,000 children in Haiti are faced with the challenges and devastations of bearing the label, a Restavex. It's hard to believe that this type of thing still goes on. Children all over Haiti are still under the threat of becoming involved with child labor. Textile, plantation, and maid services all brought on as responsibility given to the Haitian children. Working up to 14 hours a day, every day of the week, they felt the pain of the hot sun, and their bones ached with every step, as they were not regular children, but those of a workforce where little was tolerated. The punishment for the incompletion of tasks were being burned, beaten, or in some cases death. One can only wonder how these Restavex owners feel about such treatment being placed upon the children.
I do not understand. I pay these children every day, not with money, but with room and board. These children lived a better life for me than they ever did with their parents.
So you would say that the repeated beatings, burnings, and rapes are more comfortable than the warmth from their own parents?
These children know why they got it. They know that I do not tolerate any misbehavior or insubordination. They basically belong to me. I consider myself their guardian, and thus I show them my methods of punishment.
Are all the children you employ in your care?
No, it depends on the deal with the parents. Some parents agree to leave their children with me while receiving more benefits, while others agree to let the children work for me, but not live with me.
Females are much more dominant in the brutal child labor universe, with 80% of all Restavex being females under the age of 14. They are sometimes sexually abused by the males in the employing families. If a girl becomes pregnant, she will generally be released into the streets. Many such girls become homeless or prostitutes.
I can remember starting to work when I was a small child. My father was dead, and my mother had no money. She was left with nothing, and then had to trade me for food and shelter.
So what type of work is it that you actually do?
I'm told to collect the sugar cane in the fields every rain season. And during the day, I have to plant and raise and pick the fruit from the trees. When I'm not working in the field, I serve as a cleaner in my master's house. Sometimes I would accidentally cut myself with my knife, and I was sick all of the time from always being up in the hot sun. All of this I had to do without getting paid a single quarter. One time I gave the plants too much water and they died. For each of the plants that died, I had to sit for that many minutes on a bed of hot rocks while holding 2 rocks the size of mangoes over my head. Even now I feel pain from the burns.
They have put into action a Haiti child labor code that put the minimum employment age to 15 years, unless the child is working in domestic service, which was capped at 12 years. They also put into action a code saying that all working children between the ages of 15 and 18 had to be registered with the Ministry of Social Affairs. This new code also puts a stop to minors working under dangerous conditions, a characteristic of children working in countries just beginning an industrial revolution. It also restricts children under the age of 18 from working at night in factories. The labor code most importantly put a ceiling on children being forced to work.
So why in the first place did you hand Vladimir over to these monsters?
Monsters? The man that came to take Vladimir away promised that he would live a better life in the city of Port-au-Prince. Either way, I had to do it. I had just lost my husband and money was tight, and Vladimir and I had nowhere to live and nothing to eat. One day, a man came to me and asked if I was interested in a great opportunity for Vladimir, and I said yes. He said that if I let him take him away, then I would receive a small home and regular food. The food was only available for about 2 years after he left, and the house is falling apart.
Child labor. It haunts Haitian children day and night. Will the government be able to stop such cruel employment? Only the future will tell.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling